It is time for a little fertility update. We are here in Dallas right now at a urologist, and Manny is inside. He is in there for an appointment right now. He had to be in a little bit early, and I couldn't go in to this appointment because of COVID. We're still in the whole COVID thing, so it's gonna be fun to look back on this years down the road when we have our babies and we see that I couldn't go to the appointment because of COVID. But they're not letting anybody but the patient go in. And actually at our at the IVF clinic, the fertility specialist, they didn't want spouses coming in either, so there I'm the patient. But they actually let Manny come in that day because there wasn't really anybody in there, and they're really like keeping a low amount at a time. So anyway, but yeah, I just had to wait for him, and it kind of stinks. I mean, they're probably not gonna do anything, you know, but Manny and I do everything together, and it's just like, it's hard because I don't know, I hate these appointments. I'm just like, I'm nervous for him, and I don't know why, because probably nothing's gonna happen. It's his first appointment with this guy, but our last urologist was so bad, and it was like literally traumatizing, and it was just so like uncomfortable and made you feel like you just didn't matter, you know? So I just pray that this one is so much better for him because I'm not in there with him, and not that I can do anything, but I just feel like to support him. I don't know, this is such a hard journey. It is like so hard, and I really feel like we're close to the other side, but there's still anger. Like this morning, you know, I have to kind of fight this anger of like, why is this like this for us, you know? So many people and infertility issues. I don't claim infertility, but fertility issues, because we can get pregnant, but fertility issues are very common, so much more common than people realize. But we just see so many pregnancies and all this stuff, and it makes you really angry. I remember one time watching Rochelle Swanee. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and her husband went through IVF. I just love them. I love their channel. But anyway, they have 4 babies now. One unfortunately passed away, and they have you know, 3 that they can have in their arms right now, but they just have an incredible story. And anyway, so she said one time in one of her vlogs about infertility before she had the babies, that something along the lines, it always stuck with me, that, you know, she always thinks like, why me, you know, why us? And I get that. And she said, but then she started to realize, like, why not me? You know, why do I think that I'm, you know, should not have to go through this when other people do? And really, it's all about perspective, you know. It's just hard, and I'm worried for Manny, because for a man too, it's really hard. It's like these appointments are almost like, and I don't know, this one will be. This one could be amazing. The last appointment was just so uncomfortable for him, and so, not physically, but just, you know, just awkward and rude, and it was just so difficult to watch. Sad that I can't be there for him, but I know people are going through that a lot right now. So anyway, I'll get you updated on what they said. I'll keep you updated on what they said.
Dr. Douglas speaking. Can I help you?
Hi, my husband and I had an appointment recently, and we were referred to a urologist, and we went to that appointment, and now we'd just like to go ahead, if we can, and get started with IVF. So we just kind of want to know our next steps.
Okay, hold on one moment,
Okay.
Okay, and so you were looking to, did you start a period?
No, we're just kind of looking to, on our next steps. We went to the urologist to kind of see some things of male factor infertility. So went to the urologist, and the urologist said that he thinks it'd be best if we just go ahead and do IVF, that would kind of be our end thing anyway.
Come in and talk to
Right,
Dr.
so we just need to schedule an appointment.
Okay,
We've spoken.
Tuesday at 1.
Yeah, let me just clarify real quick, because we have been there and we have spoken to him already. Dr. Douglas referred us to this urologist. So we have done that like first appointment, but just kind of, you know, the first appointment for IVF is kind of what we're looking at.
Yes, you need several consults because then he gives you a plan.
Right.
Okay, so we can do Tuesday or we can do Thursday at 9.
Okay.
I got Tuesday at 1, Thursday at 9, and then I can see you Friday at 9:30.
Okay, let's do Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
And the last name again?
Awuku, it's spelled A-W-U-K-U. He's gonna give us a plan, so that's what I meant. He'll sit down with us, this is how much it costs, this is, because, you know, they have the different plans and stuff. He'll want to sit down and go over that. And that's the day we'll find out that, and also if he says, do you want to start your next cycle? That's what he'll probably want to do, so it'll probably be, it's good that we're going soon. Because we'll go then, and then when we start the next cycle, we could probably start IVF. I'm so excited. We are definitely starting IVF. We are going to go on Tuesday, which will be, what day will that be? Tuesday, the August? Is it August? No. Tuesday, July 28th. No. Tuesday, July 28th, we're going to go, because that was just a later in the day appointment, because we live a little bit away. We live actually a couple hours away. That's the bad part living in a small town. You aren't really close to things like that, but it's okay. We're going to get through it. It's actually kind of fun. I love to go to Dallas anyway, so it's kind of a good excuse to go.
You don't have to drive.
Yeah, I don't drive there. Manny drives because I just get to relax. But anyway, we're starting soon. I would say we will go on Tuesday and come up with our payment stuff and all of that, which, like, thank God. Like, God literally, I'm telling you, I don't think God planned, you know, I don't think that he, like, wanted infertility. I don't think he plans bad things for people, but I think he always has a way, and he doesn't just, like, allow something if there's not a way out, because he can prevent anything. So he literally has had this ready for us. We're just, like, the finances are lined up. We are in a good place for it. We have the perfect job to be doing it, to, you know, be flexible. I mean, it is just in the right spot at the right time. I'm so happy. This is probably, I'm not even exaggerating, the happiest that I've been throughout all of infertility. And we've been dealing with this for over 3 years. It'll be 4 years in November that we started trying to get pregnant. Hopefully we'll be pregnant by then. I think maybe our IVF cycle will start in August, maybe. I know I've seen people go that quickly, so we'll see. We'll see when it starts, but I'm excited. Okay, fertility update. Okay, so it is July 28th, and I just woke up. I fell asleep in the car on the way home from the IVF center or whatever. But anyway, so we went in today to kind of have a little, see how we can get started and everything. Gave me my prescription to start birth control. I started on cycle day 1, which will be in a couple of weeks. Start birth control, and then we can get started on the whole process. Went over all of the financial stuff, which is a lot, and all of that. So yeah, we're gonna get started really soon. Really like our doctor and really feel peace about this and the way that everything is falling together. Just really feel good about it. So anyway, we're gonna go in and get something to eat now.
11/16/95.
Sorry, one more time.
11/16/95.
Okay, it is July 29th. We are picking up birth control so that we can get IVF started in a couple weeks on cycle day 1, I think. Maybe like 11 days. I think we got a generic brand, and then also I think insurance might have covered some. So it's $5, which is less than when I used to actually take birth control.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, we got them. Never thought I would be back on birth control again in my life as long as we tried to get pregnant. But have to do it to get pregnant, so it doesn't really make any sense. But I'm ready to get going on it. I just want this next cycle to start up so that we can do this. It's July 31st. I don't
I had some good days, like knowing that we're starting IVF this coming cycle. I had some good days where it's just like everything felt so close, you know? Like everything we prayed for the past 3 years, it was just like here. And the past couple of days, I mean, I'm still excited, don't get me wrong, I'm so thankful to be able to do IVF, something that I know so many people can't do. But it's like some days the enemy, he just tries so hard to convince me that God doesn't love me as much as he loves other people because of what we're going through. And it's really affected me. Like, today's just a day that I'm really having to fight depression. And I wanted to record it, not for attention, but because I'm trying to put this video together and I wanted to show some of the raw days where it's like this. You know, some days it's like, hey, we're gonna get IVF, and then some days it's like, why? You know, why? Like, I know God can say one word and he can fix it, and some days I don't understand why he isn't, and I know he's good anyway, and I know he doesn't owe me anything. And so then I feel bad for thinking that way. But it's been really hard, I'm gonna be honest. This whole journey has brought me closer to God, but it's also brought some anger that I've had to work through with God. And I have no right to be mad at him. And I know that. But that's what we've been working on together, is that I can express that to him, that I'm frustrated, and he can handle that. And back at the beginning, before we ever actually were diagnosed with anything, before we knew IVF was potentially going to be in our future, before any of it, like a year ago, we'd been trying, we knew something was obviously going on, but it was Super Bowl Sunday, and I went up to the stage to play the keyboard at the end of service, and other people were being prayed for and stuff. And I remember thinking, like, I pour so much out, but right now, like, I feel empty, you know? And nobody's praying for me, and I know people are, but you get in your feelings, you know? And I remember so clearly, God literally spoke to me, baby girl, I'm on your side. And I journaled about that later on. And right after, one of my friends had come to me and it said, when you were leading worship today, I don't know if this is anything for you, but the word infertility came to my mind. And like, I just want you to know God's got it. You know, he's got this under control. She didn't know anything. So there have been so many reminders that he's good. And that he sees me. But if you've ever been in this journey, the journey where if you're one day late, you know, you think, oh my gosh, he did it, like this is it, this is a miracle. This is not. That happened to me again this past cycle. We'd already been to the doctor and it was just like a few days late. I'm never late. It happened a few times, but very rarely. My body's pretty spot on. I was like, great, this is it. You know, he did it. I believed him for it and he did it. And then it wasn't the case. But I think God, you know, he moves in different ways, and I think he can very easily move through something like IVF. I mean, science is so crazy that they can even do that, you know, and that's only because of God. Like, he's created all of this, and these brains, these brilliant brains that can do this stuff. And I know baby Omoku is right around the corner. And I never want to forget today. I never want to forget, because if any of my friends or family or anybody that I know or don't know ever has to go through this, because a lot of people do, I never want to just be so caught up in myself and the fact that I'm through it and I'm past it, that I forget what this felt like. I never want to forget. So I'm going to document it. And joy is coming. I can feel it in my bones. Joy is coming. And I can't wait to hold our baby, but today I'm going to feel a little bit sad. Okay, so it is August, is it August 9th, Manny? August 9th, and I am about ready to take this little pill. It is birth control. Who would have ever imagined? But I'm gonna take my first day, today's cycle day 1. So this is a cycle officially of IVF. This is actually technically the start of it. So you can go on birth control for a while. I think your doctor just kind of determines, him or herself, how long. Some people are on it like a full birth control cycle, or sometimes shorter. Just depends on what they think. Basically, from my understanding, it's like get your ovaries and everything calm. You wait to start a cycle, or if you have issues with that, they can induce it for you, but I don't have issues with that. So it's exactly, it was on target today. So this is what I expected. It's a Sunday, so I have to call tomorrow to tell them, because you have to tell them that you have to go in and do some like testing shortly after. I think like day 3 or 5, something around that. So I'll call tomorrow and they'll probably get me in, like, I'm assuming Tuesday. I don't know though. So I'm gonna take this. I never imagined, I always said I will never take birth control again because we tried so hard to have a baby, but here we go. There we go. So I've been on birth control before for a couple of years, maybe, yeah, something like that. And it was a different kind, but I've never had any issues really with birth control. I know a lot of people deal with like weight gain or mood swings are like huge with birth control because obviously it's hormonal, but I've never had any problems. Like some people get nauseous from it. We'll see if I do. I do tend to get nauseous from medication, but I never did with my other one. So we'll see. I guess a lot of people say birth control is like their least favorite part of IVF because you have to go on it, and like a lot of women just don't like to be on it. But I never had an issue before, so we're gonna see this time, but it's begun.